And we're back.
Testing. 1, 2.
Testing. We sound good.
Let you guys peek behind the curtain. We did real quality control this time on our audio. So if it doesn't sound good, I don't know what to
Yeah. Well, then we're just not smart.
but we put in an effort. I'd say a solid 5 minutes of effort.
Yeah. It's not ignorance, it's stupidity if we're
Yeah.
still sounding bad.
So thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, Johnny.
Good to see you. In our defense, our paranoia about the sound quality, I guess it's a good thing we check it. But the main reason is because I got a message saying, "Hey, your last episode, like you were way louder than Andrew, or Andrew was way louder than you." And so we all were like, "Oh, we got to adjust that." And then 4 days later, I got a text from the same person that said, "Oh, hey, the stereo in my car's all fucked up." I listened to it on my phone. It sounds fine.
Okay. I will say, I think they were right the first time, because I can tell when I throw it on the editing thing, like if one line is higher than the other line. No. And there's, I used to go in and try and like adjust that.
When we started.
I was like,
I'm waiting.
I was like, how can I finish that sentence without me sounding just really horrible? And I was like, there's really nothing to say. I just used to do that, and I no longer do.
And now I don't.
Now I do.
You know what else I noticed? Our promo clips used to have captions.
Oh yeah. What happened to that? It's seemingly the promo clips had captions, and as the rest of the world has moved towards every goddamn clip ever made on the internet has captions, we've decided to be bold.
Right. We think outside the box. We go against the grain.
Put our clips on with no captions. So
I should do that.
There's software that will literally write the captions for you.
I know, but the one you introduced me to, what is it, Capwing?
No, but
oh my God, that's worse. We should just do it through Facebook, because theirs is like way more.
Instagram will write the captions for you. No.
Yeah, Capwing. It took me like probably 2.5 times as long as it takes me now when I would do it with the captions with Capwing, because I'd have to go through the whole thing. I edit every mistake that they made.
It's funny, like, because I assume it's like artificial intelligence that's doing all that work now. But like, when you watch a movie or something, it's got closed captioning that someone wrote. Those are like, that's like a job. I don't think they've given that away.
Right.
Someone is in
Did
there.
You see typos?
No, I mean, usually on the movies are good. But then like, we were at my parents' house in Seattle this morning, actually. And she watches all those horrible morning TV, like Good Morning America and Regis. And do you know who it is now? And it's not Regis anymore. Kelly Ripa and
Mike, the football player.
No, it's not him. It's the dude from American Idol.
God, Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. He's just such a he's like artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? He is like just a hologram of a radio DJ. They just like took the ultimate. He's like a Terminator 2 radio personality. Like if the machines took over and they have the Terminators, Arnold Schwarzenegger would be the killing machine, but then they needed the machine to just play top 40 hits. That would look like Ryan Seacrest.
I feel like, is this mean to say? Like, I feel like the general public probably knows Ryan Seacrest better than his kids, if he has kids. Like, he's just everywhere. That's all he is he's just a personality.
I was thinking about that with Elon Musk, Elon Musk has 7 kids. And he owns like 50. He owns a spaceship company. He owns a car company. He owns a Twitter company. And I think a solar panel company. I mean, and he's got 7 kids. I got 1 kid. I can barely do this podcast every week.
I know.
Just barely. I'm pretty sure my daughter is probably getting less good of an upbringing because of it.
Like, I just don't understand that mentality. Like, if I was Elon, like, why doesn't he just live on an island and play PS5 with his kids all day, and then his kids, and then his kids like he has so much money that like he can afford to just
You want to know
spoil every
why?
generation.
This is why, because we would have had that mindset when he made the first. Like he would have had like the first time he had like 300 grand in the bank. We'd be like, all right, why not just ride this out?
It's like leaving the casino too early. Right. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. We're like, oh, okay. We would have capped out like 10 billion times before he would have.
That's true.
So I guess he just doesn't have the mentality. Anyway, we were watching this Ryan and Kelly, and my mom, I can't remember. It was like my daughter, she's playing with toys, so that loud toys, and then that show's loud. I'm like, oh my God, it's so loud. And so she's like, oh, I'll put on the captions. So she was like, turn the volume down on them, but was like reading. And I was like, that is a horrible job, is whoever has to write the captions to like the banter of the Kelly and
God, yeah,
Ryan.
If either of them, if one of them ever gets murdered, that's suspect number one.
It's like
a caption person.
It's like, I don't give a shit how many trick-or-treaters you had.
Stop talking about it.
Meanwhile, look at what a total hypocrite I am, throwing shade at Kelly and Ryan while I do this podcast. But you know what? You're listening. You're here. So
yeah, we're doing this for you. What was that Mike, guys? What's his last name? The football player?
Oh, Michael Strahan.
Strahan, yeah.
Yeah.
And who did he play for?
The New York Giants.
All right.
Here's our sports corner.
I just got my kids. I just got my kids. They're all excited. Now they're super excited about football cards. So they each got like these deck out. By the way, football cards, inflation really hit the football card game hard.
Yeah, cards had like a renaissance, right?
They became, oh my God, they were like, it was like $8 for a pack of cards.
Oh my God. Did they get any gum?
Ridiculous. No gum.
Remember the gum and playing cards? Oh my God. Or in baseball.
Yeah, baseball cards. Oh, that was awful. That was the worst gum there ever was. It was like cracked into pieces.
There's so many dentists who have a second home because of that gum.
Yeah.
Just ruining people's teeth.
But I got them they each have a binder. So now that's their hobbies. They're like, hey, let's go trade cards. Like, but they're the only two that have like, they each got a pack and they keep repeatedly trading cards at night with each other.
And then one kid's like way smarter than the other. So pretty soon they just have all the cards.
Yeah. That's what I would do when I was little. I would have to like take my buddy's word for it. Like, you're telling me this is a good trade. Oh, yeah.
That's so sweet. And also that just makes me so happy that kids would actually be interested. I mean, that's literally what I did. I had a big binder with the plastic slots.
Yeah.
And then I would they were all worthless though. I remember I had like this certain kind of card, and
aren't they called like common? Like it's called a common. Like if it's worth nothing, it's like, oh, that's a common card.
Oh, is it? I don't know the lingo. I never got that into it.
I think that's what it was when I was little.
But you check the Beckett guide. I remember the Beckett guide, and you can see how much they were all worth.
Beckett price guide. Yep.
Yeah.
I had the one with Bo Jackson with the bat and the shoulder pads.
We had one valuable card from my uncle actually, and he had a Lou Alcindor, which is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before he changed his name. So it was a Lou Alcindor rookie card. I remember it was worth $500, and we just thought we were rich. And
wow.
We were like, we gotta hang on to this. But then I'm pretty sure it would be interesting to check it now. But like, I remember the internet when it was first coming, all the value, all that stuff like crashed really hard.
Yeah.
But now it's all like super valuable.
Back up. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Don't understand.
My buddy had a Mickey Mantle card.
Holy moly. Really?
Yeah.
That's worth a lot, I bet.
Yeah.
But then you take it in somewhere and be like, oh, well, this corner is a little dinged up. Gives a shit.
Yeah, fuck you. Show me your Mickey Mantle card, asshole.
I love that they care. Oh, the corner is like, what were you going to do with it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Is it you're gonna flick it at somebody and try and give them a paper cut? Like, who cares? You still see what it is.
Yeah, it's a real
Not like,
fucking
oh, the
thing, man.
Declaration of Independence. Yeah, but it's got a little smudge on here, so it's not worth the same. Get the fuck out of here. It shows that it's been around. It's authentic.
Yeah.
If you saw like a perfect card,
That'd be fishy.
supposedly 60 years old, it's like, okay, yeah, I've been to Kinko's too. I know how to do this. You know,
I've been to Kinko's too. Yeah.
I remember that making me mad as a kid. Like, well, what am I supposed to do about it?
Yeah. All right, let me go out to my car and try to like iron out that corner for you. I'll be right back.
Right, and then you have to get these elaborate cases, you know, like these just hard.
Yeah, cases are like $16 for the card.
Screws in the four corners.
Yes.
Good Lord,
Huh?
a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Oh.
man, that's so funny. They're into cards.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. They got a retirement plan now for you.
God.
Did you know I read this poll or something?
Or something.
It's coming off very
It
fake,
sounds made up.
but I swear I thought I read this headline. How about that?
I swear. Wow, this is okay.
So you know it's real. But they said
the guy that told me, he said he swore he remembered.
Yeah. They said, and then now I'm gonna like make up the numbers. No, I'm pretty sure it's 55%. They asked people, how many of you do you like, they asked like parents, how many of you are planning on your children supporting you financially in your old age? And it was 55%.
In America?
In America. Well, okay. Let me go to the crosstabs of this poll that I barely remember. But I don't know. Let's say it was. I'm sure it probably was America. I doubt it wouldn't be very worthwhile if it was like a worldwide poll because it's so different cultures. But I was thinking about that. I was like, it doesn't even enter my mind that my daughter would ever contribute a penny towards because I think about like with my parents. I'm like, I don't have any money for you. What are you talking about? You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, that makes me feel good. Like if this weird vague stat you just pulled out is true,
you got 3 shots of having a rich.
Well, no, it makes me feel good because like, oh, I'm not like I felt guilty. Like, oh, I don't know how much I'll be able to help with college, if at all.
Right.
But I never even considered them, having to rely on them.
I don't think you're supposed to call it in when they're in college. Like they're a sophomore and you're calling them up at college, like, hey, so how are things going up there? Any job leads yet?
Any leads? Yeah. Make sure you ask for as much as you can.
Yeah, don't let them lowball you. Anyway,
you want me to come with you on the interview?
I'll negotiate.
Oh man,
take a percentage. What are you drinking? I keep seeing this weird
drink.
It's
a can. It's a strawberry margarita in a can that I poured over ice. Pretty good.
For those of you listening at home, it's Wednesday night.
That's right. Well, you know what? Erin's out of town. She left town tonight. She went to Atlanta. So, hey.
When the cat's away.
When the cat's away. As Tom Clark would say about taking a shit in the upstairs bathroom. When the cat's away. I think that's my favorite line of our whole catalog of the podcast is when he said that.
Oh, that's right. Because his wife makes him shit in the downstairs
Steph
bathroom.
wouldn't let him shit, and we were like, have you ever shit in there? He's like, well, let me tell you, when the cat's away.
What a great episode of Cheaters that would be.
Oh yeah,
catching him on a toilet reading a magazine.
There's that look. Oh, what? Oh no,
we got you, you son of a bitch.
You were supposed to be in San Diego.
You promised.
No, but she's out of town until It's so funny. She's leaving town. Like I leave town all the time. And she's leaving town. She left tonight. She'll be back, Friday at like 11 p.m. And she's like, tell the kids I love them. And I'll FaceTime them every, like you're gonna be gone less than 3 full days. And but I was doing the kids' laundry before we started, and you'll maybe you won't experience this, but man, especially with Duncan, like that kid's so lazy. He won't put his clean clothes away. Like I'll do his laundry, but I gotta make them fold it because I'm not the butler, and he's so late. Like I'm putting his dirty clothes in there and I'm finding folded clothes and socks that are rolled together. Like he doesn't put them away. He'll just like put dirty ones on top of them. I'm like, I'm literally washing probably 50% clean clothes because he didn't want to put them away.
That's genius. Oh, that solves, because that's the worst part of laundry is folding and putting them away.
Yep. Yeah, because you can do other stuff while you're washing. Like, machine.
He's like, screw this. I don't want to do that. I'll just throw it right back into the hamper.
Yep.
That's smart.
But you wouldn't believe how often the kids are like fighting in the morning. Like, I don't have any clean pants. Like, well, why don't you look in your dirty laundry at the bottom? The stuff you didn't put away.
So what is it like a work trip or is it a fun trip or what?
Yeah, no, it's a work thing for she's going to, I never really thought teachers would have to travel or work, but she's going to look at some school that's like doing it right. Or, she's going to Atlanta and there's this like school. And so they're doing tours and
she's working the road.
Yeah. She's got a gig.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And so you're home alone. That's funny you say that about the FaceTime, because Heidi and I were in Palm Springs for like little vacation, and my parents watched my daughter while we were gone so we could like get away.
How long was the trip?
Like 4 days, I think.
Oh, nice.
But same thing, like every day, 4 o'clock, she's like, we got to FaceTime Ginger. And I'm like, oh, yeah. We got for sure.
Well, that's right. We have a daughter. That's right.
You get conditioned. I don't know. It's just different because we're gone all the time. It's not like we don't love our kids.
Yeah.
Because of course we do. But you just get more used to the idea of like you leave and then you come back and, it's not this like heart-wrenching thing every time.
Right. And I've told you, like, I'll call Erin. Yeah, I'll call Erin when I'm on the road, and she'll be like, because she's not a phone person,
right.
And I'm not normally, except for like with my wife, but she'll be like, I'll be like, hey, what's up? And she'll be like, are you bored? Are you bored? You're bored, aren't you? Like I'm interrupting her day, like because I want to talk.
That's what you want to hear too. It's like being put on tilt with a show. Like the second you get up there, there's like a strong little, like a crossed arms sort of heckle,
Yeah.
Say something funny. Like, oh, great.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
can I tell you so all right. So this is what I did today for lunch. You're going to laugh. Maybe this is common sense, but like I was just in the mood for KFC. Okay. I haven't had it in so long. This is food talk with the Cavalry.
I was gonna guess.
Guess what my meal was, because it's not a good day, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go out for lunch, and I'm gonna and I decided, okay, I'll go to KFC, and that'll make me happier.
Okay. Guess what you had? I think you had like a meal, like the full.
No,
I think you're a side guy.
Tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. I got a bucket for myself. I was like, I don't need sides. I don't need a drink.
See, that throws me off.
I'm just gonna put all my funds to the chicken, and I got
I
got a bucket of. It is 8. 8 is 8 pieces ridiculous for one person.
That seems like a lot of fried chicken.
Yeah, there's a reason that they don't make meals that include 8 pieces.
8 pieces is a chicken, right? Like 2 wings.
I think
legs.
I think it is actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
But they
two
put it in a
breasts,
bucket. So I
that's
feel
like
like, you know,
6. You might have had like a chicken and like
and a few other
a quarter.
pieces.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. What did I have? Because I had 2 breasts, 2. The wings come with another part when you order them from. It's not like a little chicken wing. I had 2 drumsticks, 2 breasts, 2 of the big wing things,
Yeah.
2 thighs. Maybe the wings are connected to the
Okay.
thighs.
So yeah, you had like one chicken.
Yeah,
You're
the
like
chicken.
you're like
Yeah,
throw the
that's
head in
fine.
there.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is, it ruined my day. I felt really bad, and I had a stomach ache the rest of the day.
So just a little canned strawberry margarita to settle
Put
the
out that
gut.
fire, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel fine now, but that was around lunchtime. I was like, "Ooh, that'll cheer me up," and then I was like, "Oh, I don't feel good. My tummy hurts for some reason."
I actually don't feel great because Ginger like doesn't she's like goes hot and cold on all foods now, like so you never know what's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And I made her mac and cheese, but just like the kids mac and cheese with the powdered cheese, all that.
Oh, sure. Kraft.
And she wouldn't eat. This is Annie's. It's like the
Oh
Whole
yeah, from
Foods.
Costco. That's what we
Yeah.
get. Annie's at
Oh
Costco. The big,
yeah.
the
I don't
big
know if it's better or
bundle.
not, but it looks like it might be more wholesome from the
Doesn't
packaging.
it say organic on the box?
I guess. Yeah. What could that possibly mean with powdered cheese?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the same shit. You're right.
It's like
This is
organic
organic powder.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, she didn't eat any of it, so I just like, see, like daddy. And the next thing you know, it's like, can I have a bite of that? You're like, it's gone. It always starts with like, this is good. And I'm such trash. I'm like,
Oh my god.
she's like, all right, buddy. I guess you're taking it down.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I am so selfish when we make mac and cheese. I've never made less than 2 boxes at a time because one box just isn't enough for anyone. And I'll make it for the 3 kids and me. And I swear to God, I eat 75% of it.
And a fried chicken.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm
And
trying
Edie's
to
10, so she gets mad. She'll be like, I need more food. Because she's a
Yeah.
10-year-old. She's not, a 3-year-old. But I'm like, hey, it's all gone. You gotta have an apple. You gotta eat healthy, Edie. You can't just have mac and cheese like dad. Have an apple.
Get some health in you. Here, have this bag of spinach. I'm trying to get control, it's stupid. It's January, and I don't know if you have any New Year's resolutions, but my older brother, he's in pretty good shape, really good shape. And he's like, oh, I'm cutting out sugar because I watched this documentary in my class. He teaches about sugar and how bad it is for you and how much of it. So I was like, I just have to get control of my eating somehow. I got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to cut out like not sugar. I don't like look at the label and go, hey, this bread has some sugar in it or whatever.
Right.
But like desserts, basically. I'm out on desserts at least for like a month.
Okay.
That changes my life. But what I find is it just allows me to go crazy. So then you're like, okay, I'm not gonna have dessert. Well, I better eat like a whole, a bucket of KFC if I'm not gonna have dessert later.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's working or not, but
no, that's funny that you say that because I have the same, like, I don't have really new resolutions, but I thought, oh, okay, the sugar thing. So I was like, but it's not like it's like candy. I won't get candy at the checkout aisle every single time I go anywhere, including the gas station, grocery store, Target.
yeah.
So I won't do that. And I cut out soda. I mean, I don't know. This is probably loaded with sugar, but it's
that's the thing. I still drink. So yeah, like I know there's a ton of sugar.
That doesn't
wine.
count.
Yeah.
Well, like I didn't get a fountain drink. I drink water, but it's like bread, a bucket of chicken. Like I'm still not eating great, but it's like, well, that's not what you think of when you say sugar, like candy type sugar.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, like ice cream, candy.
Yeah, well, I'll eat that. I have had 2 full Ben and Jerry's sittings. I'm
like,
talking. You gotta get more specific. I'm much narrower. I'm not like Three Musketeers. Is my
when I say I've cut out sugar, I mean I just have stopped taking a spoon to our sugar bowl and eating it like cereal. I'm cutting that out. Now, if the sugar is baked into something or mixed into it or created into some sort of chocolate, that's fine. I just
That's
no
fair game.
longer mainline raw sugar. I'm cutting that out
That's right. Baby steps.
in 2023.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, man.
Thanks. Hey, thanks, man. It's it's a journey. It's a journey.
I think you're gonna really feel it. You know, the cravings. You'll have some cravings, but you know, if you do get cravings, just have a Kit Kat or Reese's. You know, just don't
or
go
both.
to that. Yeah, or a pint of Ben and Jerry's. Just don't go right to that sugar bowl. And then after a few weeks, you won't even realize it. You know what I mean? You'll be like, oh, this M&Ms, these are good. These are as good, just as good as a bowl of sugar.
Just as good as raw sugar, almost better because they're covered in chocolate.
Right.
Wow.
Just the dude who has no idea how nutrition works.
Oh, it's embarrassingly close to reality. Okay.
Nah, you're doing good, pal. Are there, let's see, do you have any other pre-show discussion?
I wanted to ask, we don't have to, this doesn't have to be a big, huge thing, but I did mark down because I did shows, at Mason City, and it was really fun. I had every intention of doing the car breaks. You didn't do the
fuck.
pillow,
I knew you were gonna bring this up, but I don't even remember what half of the bit was mine.
The pillow. Putting you were gonna do a joke about how that's ridiculous.
You know what's crazy?
What?
You know what's really crazy is I have not been on stage since Christmas, before Christmas. This is the longest.
Oh, really? That's
other than COVID, this is the longest I've ever gone. And I was supposed to have a show in between, but then we had a COVID scare, so I canceled it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
are you planning on doing that pillow bit at your next?
Yeah, well now I am. You good? I'm gonna write it in my phone.
I gotta figure out a way to work in the car breaks thing, because just explaining it as is, I think it'll have to be an act out.
You did try it on stage?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I had every intention to, and then I didn't kind of flush it out. And then when I was on stage, I totally forgot. But what I wrote down that I was going to ask you is, how do you decide because you're pretty good about posting on, Instagram Reels and maybe TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok in a while, but like, do you do, like, if it's a new bit, will you do it? Or like, what's the criteria of you?
There's no criteria.
What you put on.
My theory now, it used to be like, I've done a complete 180. I used to probably be like precious about it, or like sit in judgment of people who post stuff too early, or like that's not even a joke, or tried at one open mic, and that's like, who fucking cares? Because you could post the joke. With the way these things work, it's not like it's like your followers are seeing it. It's just a random selection of that they decide to show it to. And so it's like, you could post the same joke 10 times, and it might be the 10th time that it goes viral or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just a garbage hole that needs to be filled with garbage. And you better have a big sack of garbage to keep it happy. And if you don't, then I guess nothing probably happens to you. But for some reason, I feel like I have to keep filling that hole at least once a week. So I throw some garbage in it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's like, it's just fun. That's the other thing. It's just like, well, it's just there's. I treat it like having your own sort of. What would you do if someone gave you like a weekly sort of opportunity to showcase what you're doing on stage and stand up? Well, after a while, you wouldn't keep showing the same shit over and over again. So would you? Some people are showing like crowd work videos, I guess.
Yeah,
because it's more important to them, probably not to burn the material because they're bigger names, But I'm like,
but I mean, I look at like like your friend Fahim, like he posts
Yeah.
clips that are like, Fahim works out
Yeah.
new shit. And it's like,
He's reading it out of a notebook. He doesn't care.
right. Yeah.
Because I think he's got the right attitude. It's like
Just post everything
maybe
and then you
these
can
will
still
be yeah, it's like maybe these will be jokes one day I do on a special. Maybe they won't, but who cares? They might
Yeah.
look a little different by the time I record them on a nice, thing. They might be the exact same. They might never be said again on stage, but I think he's just like his his mindset is just like feed the beast.
Yeah.
And if it made him laugh enough, I just think what you don't want to do is post something you actually don't think is funny.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing like I've had like good crowd work moments and then got back to my hotel room and started like clipping it up and going,
Mhm.
wow, this is not funny. Like it
Oh, me too.
works in the
Yeah.
moment, but you're like, this is not funny.
It doesn't translate.
This is
And
like
there's
the
a
most
lot.
obvious stupid
Yeah.
thing. Like, and then I don't post it, So I end up posting more just material, even if it's like halfway thought out. To me,
Right.
that's funnier than like most of the crowd. Every once in a while, the crowd work stuff is really good, but
Yeah, but there's a lot of comics that haven't figured out, like, it's not that it like you get back to the room and you're like, oh, this is obvious, this is hacky. It's just like it just isn't the same. It's like it was in the moment and that was where the magic was, and then you're like, it just doesn't translate. But there's so many comics that are like, oh, this lady sneezed and I, said bless you in French. Okay.
yeah. No, I know. And if they think like if it gets a reaction in the room, then it was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also think like it's just funny how stupid these people are who comment on the videos. I posted the joke I have about, the plastic bags losing my luggage or whatever. And then I know what it was. Dry Bar posted that clip on the YouTube. And so
Is that from your first or second
the
special?
second one, my big closer. And so they posted it and it was getting mostly like good comments. So I was like taking in the basking in the triumph of that and like liking the comments or looking through them. And then all of a sudden there was this like guy going, what an idiot, why wouldn't you just buy a bag at Walmart? So obviously, yes, I should have done that, but like I've since like learned to address that in the bit, but I say, oh, I was at Walmart and but of course Walmart sells luggage, but I was not thinking that far ahead. And so now I'm walking through the airport with 2 Walmart plastic sacks.
Yeah.
And so then all these people started defending me, but defending me saying like, hey, comedians just make stuff up and he totally embellished it and that's okay. And and I wanted to like comment like, you both are fucking stupid. I didn't make it up. I just was that dumb at Walmart and didn't buy a suitcase.
You're like, yeah. You got to tear down the person
I don't like
defending
my
you. Hey,
supporters.
no. I am that stupid asshole.
No, I know. But man, people really they don't know a lot about stand-up. They really think I would make up a whole story like I can't. I know some people are listening to this and be like, I don't know that bit. And it's like, well, I don't have the energy to tell it to you, but trust me, it's a true story. And stories like that, comics just don't make that shit up. Like good comics just don't make up stories. Like they make up jokes. They don't make up stories.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they'll embellish true stories.
Yeah, it's a fine line, but anyway, should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Oh wait, did I just totally derail? You had a
No, I think I brought it. I was asking just about posting.
Yeah. All right.
You decide, me or you first.
You go first because I kind of remember which.
Okay, let me.
Oh, I have one I for sure think I've talked about before, but now.
Oh my god, I was just gonna say, let me tell you mine, and you tell me if we've talked about it or not.
Okay. I've got a
Oh,
couple here, so maybe I
okay.
can do a. Okay, have I ever brought this up before? I don't think you can kill somebody with a pillow. Have I ever said? All right.
Sounds familiar.
All right, you go ahead. I think I'll be all right here.
All right. Did you do anything special for MLK Day?
I was I was in Palm Springs. Me and my
Good.
no, we didn't really.
Are you
Like you mean like
are
go
we
for a
supposed to?
march or what's that?
Are we supposed to like?
I don't know. I think you're supposed to maybe remember it, or think
Well,
about
we
it.
remembered it and we talked about it with the kids, but we
Oh,
didn't
that's good.
go to
That's
a
great.
museum. Oh, okay, good. All right, that's not my topic. I
I
just
think
had
I
like,
liked I think I liked some posts.
ooh, I should go back and do that.
You know the move now, if you really want to be like, you can't just be like Martin Luther King and skin color, it's not the
Yeah.
content of your it's not the color of your skin, but the content of your character. You can't, those are all like, you you got to be like, no, he didn't want moderates, he was more extreme and he was killed by the CIA. You got to get like really into the weeds if you want to be a
Uh,
true MLK supporter. That's what I've learned from reading Twitter and Instagram.
okay.
You can't come in with this weak shit of like holding hands. Or like, when I was in like grade school, it was like MLK is like, yeah, everybody's the same, and you white hands holding a
Right,
black
right,
hand,
right.
and that's
Yeah.
that's the watered down version.
I don't know what made me think of this. You just have to remind me. I'm not trying to be a turd to our wonderful fan base, but just remind me in post show banter to talk about just conspiracies. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So my topic. Okay. So I'll give you my topic. You didn't say yours, right?
No.
Okay. Uh, did we talk about subscription based ordering things yet?
Well, yeah. Famous one that I always think about is the printer ink.
Oh yeah. That's the yeah. So this is just like subscription based ordering in general. I can't.
Okay.
This is so stupid. This is not going to be good because I can't remember what the dumb thing was that triggered.
Can I take a guess?
Well, it wasn't printer ink.
Wow, that was gonna be
It was something else. But it was like it's something that like, oh, God.
well, okay. You see it a lot with like the I think we did talk about this, but the like computer programs. You can't just buy like Final Draft. You have to like subscribe.
Right.
Or
And yeah,
Adobe.
Microsoft Office.
Yeah, you have to pay like $180 every year, for it.
Maybe it was something like that.
But
like,
then, and also these cars now, they want to start like with the newer, like brand new cars. They're like, you don't have heated seats. You can pay.
oh, you
like
were telling me about that.
$5 a month for heated seats or something or whatever it's gonna be. But
Yeah, that's ridiculous because it's like, I mean, I guess with Microsoft Office, I get it. It's like, oh well, we got you.
yeah,
Like I'm fine. I could get by with Microsoft 97 till I die. Like
I
that's
know.
what else do I don't need?
What's you got a new font?
Yeah, I
You know what I
don't
mean?
give a fuck.
You got more serifs or sans serifs? It's all the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I
Can I
don't
still indent up here? Great. How many letters am I writing anyway?
That's the thing like with Amazon, because you have Amazon Prime. Like when you try to buy, a thing, I mean, I don't even remember what it was if I was looking at like a PlayStation 4 game. It's like, or that would make sense. Do you want Madden 23 every month? But it's something that was just like,
oh yeah. And they make that easy to click because
they make it
buy
look the
diapers
same.
because we buy diapers sometimes on Amazon. Oh my
Mhm.
God. Like you got to really look to not hit the order this once a month deal. Because we did that with vitamins. Heidi gets these like giant vitamin C's.
Yep.
I did that one time and then she was like a third of the way through the bottle and another one was at the doorstep. I'm like, what the hell is this? Monthly plan.
We subscribed. Like we did that with these generic brand Tide Pods or dishwasher pods.
Yeah.
And they just suck shit. Like we'll put them in, and then the end of the laundry, they're like stuck in the door, and it's just a plastic, like it's like it didn't open. And it's like, oh great, now we're getting 300 of those every fucking month.
Yeah, man, I'm out on all pods. Like I'm out on dishwasher pods, laundry pods,
Yep.
coffee pods. Just get the soap. Just give me
Yeah,
the
just squirt it in
bottle,
there.
squirt it in there, use the cap. You know what I mean? What
This should
was
be
wrong
my
with that?
okay. I'm gonna amend my new topic. Front loading washing machines. It was a mistake. That was not a technological advance. Those are the
Yeah.
dirt. We have one. It's the dirtiest, fucking stinkiest, shittiest thing. There's fucking mold all over that rubber ring because
And
it
you
fills with water
Yeah.
and it's just got mold and shit and it's stinky. It's like the top loading one, the
Way
old
better.
school ones,
Wait,
beautiful.
I hate to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure we talked about this.
Oh, did we?
Because
Well,
remember,
shit, we're at
I don't know
45
if
minutes.
it
Why
was an
don't you just
official
speak your
topic.
topic?
I don't know if it was an official topic, but remember because we had the whole thing about you had to go under there with the cake pan or whatever and drain the
Oh,
water
yeah.
out. And then
I thought I was just teaching you how to like clean
I
out your
I looked for
water
like
machine.
20 minutes on mine, and then my dad finally told me, like, you don't have one of those because it's a top loading washer. You don't have to worry about it. I was like, oh, very stupid.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I had something else
thanks,
to say about the
Dad.
subscription. You know what was super popular for like a strong 5-year period and then just completely disappeared?
What?
Were like the box subscription services. Remember, like a bunch of shit would come in a box, like Bark Box. You know, I ever heard of that? It's for your pet, and every month you'd get a box, and then have it was a curated selection of like a new
Oh,
toy and
yeah.
new
You don't know,
treats.
but you don't know what it is each month, right?
Right. And it's like a little
Oh,
surprise. And then they do that with food, and they do that with wine. They do that with like meat. They do with like everything. Everything had a box for like a
yeah.
strong 5 years. And then just finally people are like, this is idiotic. How many dog toys once a month?
Well, it's like
Your
you're paying
dog?
$6 for a box, and it's like, oh, I don't know what it is, but you're getting $2.50 worth of just
Yeah, you get a
stupid,
bunch of
random
shit.
surprise
You
shit.
don't even get to decide what you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Take that, boxes.
Yeah, Aaron had that with like, I don't know if it was like a makeup thing or it was
Oh
just like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's my gift
That makes
surprise box. And it's like, that's a $2 fucking lip balm, and we're paying $6 a month.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
I want that. All right. Well, fuck yeah, no subscriptions. I'm
Yeah.
out.
And if you're gonna have it, it has to like you should have to qualify for it. It should be something that makes sense, not like plungers or something.
Yeah. And another thing with subscriptions is I don't want to have to be the one to bundle up my own. So like, do you know if you get like Hulu or something, then you also get ESPN Plus and Disney Plus, or like there's some version where you get all those things.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Disney Plus and Hulu separately, but then I also don't get ESPN Plus. It's like, can't you guys just figure that out for me? Like, you have my credit card and my name, and can you just put that into one thing? You know what I mean? Why do I have to now go and organize all that?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, I totally get it. Because
Like,
I think
don't if you're the same company, just be the same stupid ass company.
yeah.
Just put it all in the same thing. Why are you separating within your own? You know what I mean? It's like going to Best Buy and you're like buying a computer, and then you go over to look at video games, and they're like, oh no, that's a different store. You have to check out over there for video, just
Yeah.
be one store.
Yeah. It's like Geek Squad. You know,
Yeah,
can you make that check out to Geek Squad instead of Best Buy? What
yeah,
the
don't
fuck? I'm
be
in Best Buy.
Geek Squad. What a stupid ass. I worked at Best Buy. The Geek Squad guys are very separated.
Are they snobby?
Yeah, they're a little snobby. It's like
Geek Squad.
Revenge of the Nerds.
There has to be skits or sketches about like parodying like Circuit City's version of Geek Squad, like fucking
The Virgin Team.
Nerd Patrol or some shit.
All right. I'm backing you up. No more subscriptions.
All
We're
right.
out.
What do you got?
Okay. These are all very bad. Oh wait, this isn't my topic, but I have a quick. So we went out for dinner. There's like kind of this old fashioned place called Melvin's in Palm Springs, and they
Yeah.
have this singer who plays the piano and in the lounge.
Okay.
He's this old guy, but man, he had this trick. I respect it, but I saw it coming. I saw it for what it was. I
Yeah.
respect it, but I saw it. And it was, he would go, so you would like, what's a song? If you're at this lounge, ask me to play a song. I'm him, and you're like a customer. But like, like it would have to be like a,
Like Piano Man or something.
yeah. Oh, and he'd go, oh, and this is okay. So ask me to play Piano Man.
Can you play Piano Man?
Ooh, Piano Man. Let me think. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that one. I could. I don't normally play it. I don't think I've ever played it. But you know what? For you, I'll plunk my way through it. I'll try. And he just gets up there and plays the most fucking amazing Piano Man you've ever heard, knocking out every lyric.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you play Happy Birthday? Huh? Happy Birthday. Okay. I think I know that one.
I think I heard that once.
So he would do that for every song. It was driving me crazy. Anyway, that wasn't
What a
my
fake.
topic.
What a phony.
My topic is okay. Now, if I've said this before, you can get mad at me.
All right.
But you know who like Jonas Salk was the guy who invented the polio vaccine, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we know who that is.
Okay.
Right? Albert Einstein was the scientist who did E equals MC squared or something. I don't know. But he was a famous scientist.
Yeah.
He didn't have his own company. He didn't wasn't rich. We only knew him as a scientist, but he was like one of the most famous people in the world, right?
Yep.
I feel like now nobody knows who the scientists are.
Oh yeah.
So like now, who invented the COVID vaccine?
Fauci.
Moderna. Pfizer. That's not a person. Like obviously there was somebody there who like.
That's a good point. Yeah.
There's no Jonas Salk. Who's our Jonas Salk? And then I was thinking like, well, Albert Einstein's like, I guess that's like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, and I'm like, wait a minute, those guys aren't scientists.
No,
they're just business
and they're
douches.
also they didn't invent anything.
I know
they're businessmen.
They're just businessmen. They just go to meetings and tell people to be on time and work hard and make spreadsheets and shit. They don't know science. So like, well, who's the scientist who made the the rocket ship? I mean, who's the famous scientist? It's the guy Bill Nye, and then and then the dude who's on podcasts all the time who our previous guest hated. Alvin didn't like him. Neil deGrasse Tyson, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So he's a famous scientist, but did he invent it? Is he just explaining us shit that other people have like invented, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's no new freelance medical scientist.
Right.
It's a thing of the past.
I guess that's the problem is like, yeah, you're right. Like now, if you're not associated with a large, we don't take you seriously. Like
and you don't have the funds to do the research. Like, what are you gonna do? This guy came up with a vaccine in his garage.
Yeah, exactly. Just a guy running out of his garage, like, I got it. Don't worry, everybody, we're gonna be okay. And then his wife's in the background, like, yeah, sure, he can't take out the trash, but he invented the COVID vaccine.
My husband is so dumb.
But yeah, nobody would take it. You're right. That's the problem is we only trust I'm the same way. I only
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's just how it was. Like everyone there was no big conglomerates back then.
I guess not.
Right?
I don't know. Who did Jonas Salk work for?
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh?
They worked for Johnson
and why didn't they take the credit? And there's somebody out there who invented insulin,
Yeah.
because they always bring this up. Like people on the left, they always say the guy who invented insulin didn't patent it because he wanted it to be, affordable for everybody. And then now it's not. And so they say that wasn't even his, you know what I mean? He could have been like a trillionaire or something off of it, but didn't patent it.
Oh, but he wanted it to be affordable to people.
Yeah. So I mean, there was just
and
one
then,
guy.
And then what? Someone else did patent it.
Yeah, and then someone else did. What a fucking sucker!
Like someone punched Mother Teresa in the back of the head. I'll fucking take your purse.
I love the heartless like Merck or whoever, Pfizer or whatever just came in like, there's not even recognizing it for a second the humanity of what this guy was doing.
Right.
What a moron! He forgot to patent it. Yoink!
Yoink.
Hey, we just made $1 trillion. Yeah.
High five.
High five.
Oh God. Ugh.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So let's go
back
back to famous crackpot individual scientists. And if you're gonna be one of these mega corporations, that's fine. But you have to exalt one of your own and make them a star once they've discovered something for you.
Yeah,
And
we need another Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. That's right. We need a Benjamin Franklin. And don't give me this horse shit about, oh, well, it was a team and a lot of people put. No, somebody was more responsible than everybody else. We all know how it works. So,
yeah,
give us the goods.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah, let's go back. It was a better time. All right.
Right.
That's it, folks. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Fantastic episode. Remember, join us on the post-show banner, which you have to be a Patreon member to listen to, to hear some conspiracy talk.
That's right.
Yeah. I will be in San Diego as my next gig. For if you listen and you're in San Diego, February 17th and 18th. Oh, also Olympia, Washington, February 10th. A little more worried about the San Diego gig. So if you know anybody, send them to that.
Nice. And I will be this week from when this comes out. This Thursday, the 26th, I will be at Woodstock, Illinois at the Woodstock Opera House. I'm classing it up.
Bring your opera glasses and see Johnny.
Bring your opera glasses.
Talk about Taco Bell.
I forget the end of those jokes. But I will be bringing the very funny J. Tyler Menz, and then I'll be in Platteville at Crossroads Platteville, Wisconsin on the 4th.
Check out those shows. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry.